Bruh.
Dari has to start muted
Bruh,
every stream.
no. My audio devices got messed up. I got trolled, chat. My audio device for my microphone was not what it usually is. Can we get a quick introduction today with me? My guest is Othos. How you doing, man, today? How we
What's up,
feeling?
boys? Happy to be here.
Yep.
I'm excited to get everything
The
started.
Farmers Only, Mr. CEO of Farmers, here to give us some live commentary today, backing me up. Just to
The
go over
returning
for
champion.
Yep, the reigning champion of the community that shall not be named, the league number one. To give you guys an overview of what the schedule's looking like for today. We had a few scheduling issues, but we will be having How Do You Like Your Eggs coming up first against Farmers Only. This will be your S tier match for the day. And then followed up, we will have Team XV versus the Funky Monkeys coming up afterwards as a C tier match. And then finally rounding out today will be Cosmos versus High Stakes at your B tier, coming in at 2:10 p.m. EST to wrap things up. We are cutting street a little short today. We don't have a coach's match prepared to you. We had some last minute family emergencies on our backups. So what can you do? Sometimes you just can't make it happen. But in future events, we will try to have all 4 matches as planned. But that's kind of what we're looking at for today. Now, Othos, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Are you ready?
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready? Are you ready? No! I said, are you
To us. All right. So that's what we got for today. Y'all know the business. Y'all know the drill. We are just getting our players in the lobby and everything and getting things ready to go here. We will be started shortly. We were having some ping checks, having some server remakes, making sure everybody's Gucci on that end. Because we do have some EU players playing with us today, and they just want to be sure that we give them the best opportunity that they can. But at a certain point, you just got to play the match. It's not going to get any better. Now we're seeing players. Yep, they're just sitting here complaining. Yep. Go ahead and let Faith make that lobby, and then we'll get things started. That is the struggle with having an online sort of event here. If we were all on LAN someday, maybe. Oh boy.
Dude, GH LAN?
GH LAN when?
GH League on LAN. Bro, when do we get team houses? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Team what?
When do we get our team houses?
Ah, yeah.
Or just go and
maybe
stack them around a little bit.
Maybe when we actually, make a fuck ton of money off of this thing, maybe then we can have team houses. But look, dog, we're just here for fun at this point. But we are letting the Faith make that lobby now, and he'll be able to check his ping. I'll be dragged along. This will be great. We'll get started in just a second. It's okay. It's gonna bug me too, but it's
Got a
whatever.
I'm gonna mod abuse.
Yep, for real. All right, sweet. Looks like we've got the. I'll let you know when we can start, but looks like we got a good server here set up. So to get into it today, our first matchup of the day is your S tier. We've got Farmers Only taking the pitch up against the Eggs today. Notable things about this match, we've got Muley, Bloom, Andy, and Noah on Farmers pulling up against the Eggs, Yoki, Faith, Fishy, and Coffee. Yoki was first draft overall in Mr. Self-proclaimed best player in the league. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how he performs today on this pitch, because this is going to be a tough matchup. Hopefully we get a game 5, but let's get into it. Still
Yoki really better live up to that name.
Yup.
In this game.
Yup. Love this sequence, man. Alright, they're loading in here. They did not put the team names, but that's fine. Let's make sure that we got this right. Faith, Fishy, and Yoki. Yeah, I gotta swap the sides real quick for Barl. And we are good. We are in this series. Alright. How are we? Early predictions, Othos. So what are we feeling coming into the match? First 10 seconds, we haven't seen much, but who you feeling is gonna have the ice today?
I gotta go with my boys.
I mean, I know
play how we see in our we do what we talked about. We'll be all right.
He's got the strats. He's got the plans. He's like, all right, if Yoki does this, we know we're good today. They've been hunting down this first #1 player in the league. Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, I am worried about the Yoki Fishy combo.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty deadly in the past, so I'll see if we can hold up.
Yeah, I feel like Yoki Fishy has been really good to kind of like what I've seen from their replays to let Faith do the solo plays, and they can kind of back him up and support him in great ways.
Exactly, definitely the Beans influence on his coaching style there.
They are the current point leaders of the league. How do you like your Eggs? Took all games last week to put themselves ahead of everybody else. Everything else is kind of like a little bit farther. Like losing, usually winning 2, losing 2 has been kind of the trend for most teams, but
very even, yeah.
It's good to see because that means like the balancing the league has been very good so far. But to get into the game here, it's been looking pretty good for Eggs so far. They've had a lot of pressure, kind of keeping things moving here. Not to say that Farmers can't pull it away, but it's getting kind of risky here for the Farmers.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous. We pulled it out.
They pulled it out. They were able to get a clear little fighting for the possession here. But I like the little pass attempt there. Didn't quite work out how he was thinking about it. But it will be Eggs taking this up the pitch once again, looking for that possession.
I think he's really keeping pressure here. I think whoever gets a good control.
Ooh.
Good control play.
Bloom.
Very close. Very close.
Bloom's cooking.
It's a good control play. First, I feel he's gonna take the lead in this game.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I had some complaints about game sound being quiet, so I'd quickly adjust that one. But it's just a lot of back and forth here. Teams don't want to overcommit. We're about halfway through the game already, but we're keeping things close to the chest here. Nobody's really playing their cards out. We did see a little bit of Mekis from Bloom so far. He almost got that double tap. That would have been kind of high, I'm not going to lie. But it's just going to be a lot of hitting things away as the teams kind of calm down and they're like, oh, I'm on stream. People are watching me kind of thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so stressed.
I love it.
I feel like I'm watching my kids play a game I want them to win so bad.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to sit here and make you watch all of this.
I'm not going to be any help this game. Just letting you know that.
That's okay, but they got a quick
Let's
counter
go!
from downtown.
That's what I'm
They
talking
caught
about.
the eggs
boys.
a little cracked. They found that.
That's how we drew it up.
That's how we drew it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, wow, it's weird. OBS is either like saying, "Oh yeah, no, he's chilling," or Othos is blasting. There's no in between. It's wild.
That's usually how I am.
Yeah, I think I have you at a good level now. That's what my audio is saying, but who knows? Maybe when Bloom pulls out a double flip reset, a bump, things might get a little crazy.
One of these days, I'm gonna start the stream just only whispering, so you turn me way up, then start just screaming my head off, blow chat's ear off.
Oh my gosh, I need to do a bit more work on the stream itself to like make sure the audio stuff is like that is perfectly filled out. I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of doing it because I'm also managing a lot of other things that are behind the scenes, like statistics and stuff. That's coming soon. Been starting to on those now that we've got kind of a data pool to work with. But get back into the game here. It's looking a lot better for Farmers since they've opened up with that first goal. They've been playing a lot more confidently now that the kind of the seal has been broken on the match. Like things can happen now, but boys got caught lacking with low boost.
Shut up. Please don't cash this. Here's my team.
Boys got caught lacking with a good boost steal from Fishy, and Face able to put that one away from a boostless defense for Farmers.
Yeah. They got caught out. They're playing the midfield. They're playing pretty well, and they got caught out. And Eggs really took advantage of that. That was a good play on them.
Good quick counter from them to recognize that they were low on boost, maybe a little overcommittee, getting things going. But yeah, this is what I like to see though. I want to see a game 5. That would be hype. But I mean, I did have
a heart attack.
I want it just for oh no, oh no.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Okay, all right.
Yoki had no boost to deal with that one.
Shot.
But that would have been devastating.
But when I tell you my heart.
Oh my pinch! What a save! Oh my goodness! Oh, he pops it there as we got a jumper. Big blocks though.
A lot of Rocket League happening here.
We got corner league. We got back of the board league. We got dive the ball league. But now we got overtime league and game number 1.
That's not where I like to go.
Triple commit league goes crazy. What a good kickoff there. For Eggs, they will maintain that possession, have to fight things kind of back and forth after this kickoff. Yoki taking that one up the field, trying to find a teammate there, but Farmers is looking to shut that one down. Big save from Bloom.
Patient defense with a big attack coming from Eggs.
It's good on them. You see them kind of low on boost, though. We want them to be getting more boost out of these kind of plays. Like, they find the time here. Their third man needs to be having a little bit more boost on these plays because you can see that, like, Whiffazoo will be sitting on low boost for a long time and then having to clear that one out. It's getting a little stressful for the rotations and the other players. If you kind of, like, Bloom drove up that field, he could have been on that pad line, work on his boost management a little bit, and now he would have been in this play coming up with probably not 30, but probably sitting more like 70, and that makes a huge difference on touches like that. It makes a huge difference just coming up in the play. But for low boost plays, y'all got it on lock. I don't think you want to have it on lock because, like, you'd rather not be in there at all. You'd rather not be in that situation at all is kind of what I mean. But, like, Bloom's looking. He's hunting. And that's a double for game 1. That's my boy, chat. Yeah, we did have to kind of drop the game sound a little bit there. Just to make sure I'm balancing Othos's voice with the game sound. We'll have that fixed next. Well, I won't be hosting next week. Goldman's going to be hosting there. But by the time I come back, I will have that fixed for you guys. And that's going to be game number 1 for
an exciting game 1.
Farmers.
An exciting game 1. Oh, man.
Finish that off with a double.
About the league. I say this all the time. Best part about the league is every player is going to get so much better. They're getting constant coaching, constant attention. They're working on their game. They're perfecting their craft. And, man, it's going to be exciting.
Looks like we're getting some card changes from Andy here.
Oh, Andy is gonna DC every game. He has the Darty curse.
Oh, he does? I know what that is. He's got some replay to CSV file going on in the background.
Oh, maybe. That could be it.
Because that's what it was. Because the game
would be bugging sometimes.
All right. And he should be joining back here in just a second. We'll be getting ready to go into the next game here. I'm super happy I figured out that was the issue.
Gives me time to calm down a little bit.
There we go.
Alright, Moss, can we ban Nimbus? That'd be great.
As long as we ban Nimbus? What does that mean?
Go ahead and ban. He said certified wankster right here.
All right.
So, I think that's bannable.
True. Get him out. Banned him from being drafted. Banned him from the chat. But here we go. Into game number 2. Farmers taking a strong lead out the gate. You love to see it happen, especially Othos does. What do you think the boys... Like, have you told them anything kind of coming into game number 2 once you get that kind of momentum? What do you usually tell your boys if you could be there for your coaching, like
so
when they're playing?
Usually what I do in my coaching when I'm like in the games with them is I always give them a compliment first. It's like, hey, doing great. Love this, this, and this. And then I'm like, hey, and I give them like a little note, right? Or sometimes I just keep the energy up. Like, good shit, boys. Let's keep this up.
Certified getting it. CM, YM, cash money business. We spit a Birdman verse. We got it on standby. What's the vibe of the team today? How are they feeling coming into this match?
They're feeling. I didn't talk to them because again, I had a game right before this, then I had to jump straight into this.
Oh wow!
So I didn't get a chance to talk to them.
Yeah,
but they've been pretty. Oh, that was a great play from Yoki.
That's crazy. Man. What a cut there,
dude! Fishy just cut through our defense. That was great.
Oh, that one touch there caught him out, and Yoki's there to back him up. And that's what I've loved been seeing. I've been seeing that so much more as the weeks have been progressing, is players supporting each other. Like, it's like a lot of people don't know how to play threes, and then they come into this league, and they're like, have to actually learn how to play threes. And then once they, like, you get to see it happen
like, oh my
live.
God, this is fun.
They're like, wait, this is awesome. I love this game mode.
It's like, yeah, I've been saying this for years.
Nobody believed me.
I feel like Cassandra, bro.
Nah, it must be amazing to be the prophet of threes. You're like, y'all gonna love this.
I've been suffering for years.
But now you've gotten honestly a whole community now that wants to play threes and is excited to play threes every weekend and get things going. And people are free. Oh, that's a yucky touch.
Rough. Just no one there to follow it. I understand it.
Yeah, like
you
can't blame them for that. But that's kind of one of those things of like, it happens a lot in chess where people will just go for checks just to see if they have game, that kind of thing. And that's one thing that also catches people out. It might seem like a bit divey, but having players ready to go to just like check things out. Yeah, you can do that. You can just throw a check out, and if it doesn't work, you just rotate. It's not that hard. But like when he mixes that touch up, nobody's there for that. I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
You gotta punish that. Gotta punish that.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good touch from Bloom, but will be intercepted. Good 50 following it through. We got 2 there. It's getting a little spooky. If Fishy can kind of make this one awkward for the Farmers, it's going to be a little rough. But it looks like they will be able to wrestle back possession here. Yoki kind of cutting that one off. He will have a solo play to keep things going here. Looking for that reset. Going over 1. And just a little whiffed on the goal line. Wall just barely missing that one. He was there on the goal line. And that's another thing. He kind of stopped moving there. And that let him not kind of keep things moving. That's something that a lot of people have trouble with here in the 3v3 league, and especially my teammates and myself as well. I've been trying to kind of like, and this is something that Paco told us, is like, he's like, keep moving. It's so much easier, and you save so much more boost. Oh shit, I'm yapping too much. Bloom's just putting this top deck.
I actually disagree with that notion
Yeah.
right there. Actually, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like you can keep moving, but as long as you keep the timing of when you need to be there in mind. So like you can kind of keep driving up and down the pitch. As long as you hold the position you need to hold, that's fine. And then it's like you don't need to use boost to speed back up. That's kind of what I'm trying to get out. Not it's like very my faith. He's making solo plays.
Man.
This is slap fest back and forth.
Yeah.
Looks like Eggs are really upset. They're really cracked after that first game. Ooh, fakes the reset and goes down for the ground pitch. Wonderful job there, man. I'll see that in the clips channel later today.
Oh yeah, they're feeling themselves.
Yeah, they big match after game 1. They said, nah, we're not gonna let that happen. Ooh, these solo plays are going crazy and nobody's home for the Farmers.
No one back.
They're shook. They took that first dub. They felt themselves on that double for the OT winner and then laid back a little bit. So looks like Eggs is gonna slap them around to say, "Hey, wake up! We got a series to play here.
Get it together for game 2, game 3."
Ooh, he's already giving it up. We got 2 minutes in the chat, and anything is possible. Like we got to make up 3, so that's like definitely a bit of a climb there. But Bloom's looking to move this around.
Possible.
I'm not quite fine with that. We'll be able to play that back. It is Farmers on the offense here. They have that possession, looking for that clear, but Yoki is able to shut that one down for them. Keep things kind of safe here for the Eggs. They will have to find a possession and keep things moving. Fish is going to be able to bang that to Faith. Looking for a pass. Faith's got it off the backboard, but just a big save from Andy. Ooh, Bloom's playing the mental games here, getting 1-2 to dive, and now it's Andy with the possession. Low boost, but he's going to try and make things happen. We'll be 15 that to Bloom, getting dunked by Fishy. Passes that to No Walt, trying to find a teammate. Not quite finding one out mid. And as Yoki's awkward, this is counting down to the last minute here. These drives, they're looking a little bit on the more sloppier side. We need to see a little bit more kind of like, what do you think?
Definitely more control touches.
Yeah, more controlled touches, more possessions.
Something we can follow up.
They need to find each other. It's a lot of like bang it and like just
See
let
what
it go.
happens.
Yeah. Ooh, a little miscommunication.
A lot of praying.
A lot of prayers. We are very religious today. A lot of hopes and dreams behind each and one of every these dives. And I swear it, I know they feel it in their bones. Like they're gonna go for the ball and then just kind of like jerk themselves aside. I call it Rocket League DI. But they're just kind of Eggs this game have come alive this series.
No,
they woke up
to play. They're ready.
You guys threw the cold water on them game 1, but game 2 they're like, oh shit, we're awake. It's happening now.
Yeah, that's why we're playing for game 3. Playing to reset the mental.
Exactly. Reset the mental. Let's get one for the road. Like, I think especially a last-second goal here actually does kind of help your momentum a lot. Especially for the Eggs if they kind of keep piling them on like that. But if you can get one, like, right at the last second, you're like, all right, we got one for the road.
It's possible, right?
Yep. But yeah, no, Eggs have been hot today after game 1. This is crazy. A 6-1. Keep things going.
All we need to do is stop those solo plays. We get good rotations. So when we can early challenge, that'll stop them.
That'll stop them. Let's see, a little bit dead time here to get things going into game number 2. A dominant showing from the Eggs, but that's why we love this game. It's so flippy because like they 6-1 this game, but next game's probably gonna be like could easily be like a blowout the other way. Love to see it.
Rocket, anything can happen on the pitch.
And that's game number 2 to the Eggs. We won't have a sweep in chat, so if you had your brooms out, you can put them away. We will have it on the whiteboard here as much as we can. Put the brooms in chat for the sweep. I'll turn to the side, but we won't have that for this series. Might have it for one of the next ones, but I'm pretty much good to go whenever the players are. And it looks like we are.
Who do you think's taking it? We got a crazy showing from Eggs that game, but it's only game 3, man. It's 1-1. It's tied.
It's tied. It could go either way here. I am. You know, Yoki guest casted for me, so he got the caster's buff. He got the, like, the knowledge dump. He got
That's
the
true.
yap with me. So I'm gonna give it to. I want to give it to eggs, but I also don't want to not give it to farmers because you're here with me. And I don't want to disrespect you like that for coming out
Hey,
today.
not at all.
But I mean, I feel like this is one of those matchups of like who plays better on the day and who can keep it
Exactly.
together for longer.
Exactly.
Like that. Good close play from Fishy. He managed
No,
to
it was
correct that
no, it was
mistake.
a little bit more patient. That was a really good shot opportunity.
And that's what I'm saying. It's gone as far as like, yeah, I mean, you've known how I've played for a long time of like, I'm just going to dive the ball and rush my touches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One thing I started doing with my team is that we'll all listen to like the same music together, and that gets us all on the same page. We've been listening to like synthwave. I know a lot of people like
Crazy.
it's a crazy strat, but it actually works really well. Like I was playing with Stein. It was like the lineup was like Stein, me, Chow, and we
Yeah.
played so well together. And I think that's like and like that's something like we've been working on over the weeks because I feel like that's like the determining factor of at least high stakes A tier is going to be do Stein and I play well together, and getting us on like the same kind of wavelength there was a huge help. And maybe that's something that you might want to implement with your boys because like that patience
I
kind
might.
of thing.
That's a really interesting experiment.
Like
Let me know how that goes. Cause like the human brain's a weird thing. Like ain't no telling what will work. You know what I mean?
like
That's a
something
really
that's
cool one.
that's kind of slow but still has a bit of energy to it because like I was listening to like Animal Crossing music for like half a week straight, and on low key I was getting a little depressed because I had such little energy like in like my ears and stuff like that. Like Rocket League, I was
Yeah.
playing so depressed. I wasn't making the same mistakes, but I think I found the happy medium in synthwave. And Fishy's
Bloom
man
just
coming up.
rushed out of front posts.
Yep. See, that's what
Going
I'm
way
saying.
too
He's
fast.
rushing. We're rushing. How do we fix that? We put things that'll calm us down a little
Stop
bit.
Communism. Wait. All right. my
Yeah,
bad.
wait, huh?
We're going.
Anyways,
We're Russian. And
yeah, so I mean still like the kind of music that I've been listening to that I think is the best medium for everybody is synthwave because that's like that cool like 80s 90s like Midnight City, M83, those people. Ooh, Fishy dunking his teammate to put farmers
Miscommunication.
on the board.
Man, you really hate to see it.
You love to see it. Don't even say that.
I hate to see it because I love Rocket League.
Yeah,
This is not Rocket League.
that's a copium answer. You're just like, yes, that's my team.
inside. Yeah.
In the inside. But not like getting people on the same wavelength as far as like music and stuff like that. Like we're gonna see Spotify strats coming out in the next couple weeks. I want to see Spotify listen-alongs for every team. I'm gonna eventually be doing like player interviews after games and stuff like that. Be like, what do you guys feel like was the determining factor in you guys winning that series? Like, oh yeah, we were listening to like the same like radio, and Maroon 5 just came on, and we just love Maroon 5 or something like that.
What do you think? Would be this like what song?
Slot,
A shot
slot
from
from
Bloom.
Bloom.
Bloom with this show with the shot placement is so dangerous.
Oh man, if like your team is listening to like a playlist, and then like you're at like the game 5 OT and like something like Godzilla comes on, like Eminem or something like that. Oh my god, that team would go crazy. Ooh.
That's too much energy. You're gonna be rushing too much.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know. In those clutch, like that will give you like the clutch factor is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it also opens up mistakes.
Opens it. Speed is a curse. In the words of Haikyuu.
Speed is not about how fast you're moving. It's about how fast you get to where you need to be.
Exactly. The wise words. But it looks like farmers this game have kind of brought things back. They understood that last game, they kind of figured out what they were going wrong. We're getting a lot more physical play here from farmers. We'll have to see kind of eventually when I get that working. Some of the post-game stats of like what the demos and stuff look like. Because I have that in the works. I just need to make sure that I can do it quick enough that it's actually like looks fine. That's my current blocker there. I have a way that I'm kind of working on it. I just need to get it synced up with what's actually happening. So that's coming soon. Probably when I come back to host next week. We'll have that scoreboard stuff. Gonna be a little bit more bare bones, but Gold Moon, he gonna treat you all right.
You'll be sorely missed.
Nah, it'll be all good. It's one of my 2 breaks of the entire season. One of which I am playing on stream. I am excited for that. That will be in week 8. We're in week 3 now, right now.
Cutting that down to 2 next season. Or to 1 next season.
No, we'll play on stream. It's fun.
Gotta work you.
Dude, I'm already gonna be doing so much. Y'all ain't ready. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait.
So you're getting a promotion with a pay decrease. Congratulations.
A promotion with a pay decrease. Let's go.
So happy, yeah.
I just want to see one of these teams promoted to the winner of this match.
So we're getting pretty close to that, though. 30 seconds left. Farmers up 2-1.
I was about to say Farmers are finding themselves pretty well, but then I realized that was Faith passing to a Bloom.
Same. I was about to say, holy.
I'm like, dang, he's up here. He's saucing this ball. I'm like, oh wait, that's the other team. Faith is baiting me with the red car there. But he's been on that FaZe clan. Ooh, big dunk from Walt to shut down that from that offense there from the eggs, and now it will be Farmers looking for that win there, and
nice.
Farmers have managed to secure game number 3.
They just found the rotation. They found it,
and they made it happen. We are good. As soon as everybody's ready, we can hop into that next match. We can just go and rip it.
For some reason, my team being up 1 is more stressful than being down 1.
Being up 1 is more stressful than down 1.
Yeah.
I mean, there are
when I'm not playing.
When you're watching only.
Yeah. It's so stressful. I'm like, we got it. We just gotta keep it. We just gotta hold it.
I gotta hold shot.
And not fast it can change. I know how that affects like morale. If you think you got the game in the bag and they score and you gotta go to OT, like it sucks.
Like we got
like, as a player, I'm used to that, but as a coach, I'm really not.
Yeah.
It's such a new thing.
You have to watch them and just like pray that they can lock it down. That happened to Cosmos A tier this time around. They had us up. They had us down 2-1, but we were able to take the last 2 games to take the series because we knew it. And that's one of those things that's just rough. It's like, all right, we got to make this little adjustment. We don't really want them to come back, and then it's just like, ah, man, better than a reverse sweep, but it is kind of rough to be up 1 coming into game number 4, because that puts a lot of pressure on you guys to close that out. But if you guys believe in your teammates, that's another thing. Having like the team captain be a strong player. How much of a role has your team captain for the S tier actually been in your series?
He's only actually played 1 game so far. His schedule's lining up weird.
Ooh, big shot there. Big save from Fishy. Ooh, that's a wonderful pinch to keep things happening here for the Farmers, but Faith's going to be looking for a pinch out, but he doesn't have that boost. But yeah, first game for Bloom, just because schedule's kind of weird. Is he the captain?
No, Mulik's the captain.
Mulik's the captain, yes.
Yeah. Both Mulik, I need to shout out my two captains real quick. Mulik and Days have been great. That's
unlucky. They just managed to get a good time demo, and then there's nobody home on the respawn.
Yeah, find those rotations again. They lost them. They gotta find it again. But yeah, my team has been great out of game as well as in game, like great mentors and just holding the team together.
And it's been really interesting to see, like, because I have all the captains on the schedule page now. So if you want to like look at like the stream schedule ever, that's in like the Grindhouse links, Grindhouse resources chat. You can see all the who's going to be playing each week, and then now the captains are on there as well, so you can see who to talk to when you're reaching out for your matches. But the captains, every time I've talked to a captain, they've actually been like really kind of like on it. Like the little added responsibility adds a lot of weight to these players, and is really interesting to see how that kind of affects them kind of in game. It's unfortunate that Mulig isn't here to join us today, but I think that you would still have pretty damn solid lineup, not gonna lie. Like I would easily pick this team.
So much potential. So it's like to see what he turns into later in the season. Like we're not gonna have a sub later. It's gonna be a monster when we bring him out. Oh, what's happening? We got this PDA can't be happening on the pitch.
Ooh, was good communications there that Bloom couldn't get that ball because he jumped up early and then just kind of bailed out of it. Didn't use too many resources, just kept things kind of to his chest like, oh, we didn't have it. Andy, you got. Love to see it, but it is Eggs kind of with the pressure here. They're kind of hammering this backboard here for Farmers, but a little overcommit.
No super crazy threats yet.
Yeah, it's only 1 up, so it's easily coming back, easily comebackable, easily equalizable, but Eggs do have that pressure there, and it is up to Farmers to kind of keep things close there and under control, because that's how you kind of get into stickier situations like game number 2 is, ooh, that's a close pass, is you play through your match, and then you get down one, and you're like, all right, we need to get a goal, and that just sits there and bangs in your head over and over. But it does look like you've been tailing. Oh no, we got the Avengers level threat. I saw all 3 boys up, but they managed to close it out.
One of them was bound to get there.
Yeah, somebody's putting that ball in that net. That's what the team said. They saw it and they capitalized it, and that's what I'm saying. Like he threw out the check. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh.
Funny kickoff.
Boys.
A little anxiety.
Boys.
Good kickoff though. It kind of keeps things in Eggs' favor there. It's good for them. Oh, and a touch over from Fishy just to find that one little bit more to put Eggs back on top. A big pop there, and then just finding that
a little bit too quickly when they're last. He's getting caught out of play, out of position.
Ooh, are we getting to game number 5? Do you think we go to game 5?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, that's a big bang, and Walton waiting. He drops it down, and who's gonna finish it?
That's what I'm talking about. What a play!
Oh my God, the vision there.
From Andy into Noah.
Oh my God! If
for
that
some reason, but it's okay. For moral support, it works.
He's there with the fellas. He wanted to be in the replay cam, but what a pass! That was gross.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Ooh. All right, it's a kickoff that's kind of ending up in Eggs' favor here. They're able to collect the boost and the ball to try and make things happen here, but some forward sending is going to give Eggs back that possession after a little bit of ping pong. Boom will be able to try and make this offense happen for Farmers to try and steal this game and this series away, and Boom's able to put it away with a minute left.
No game 5 for us.
No game 5?
That's what I'm talking. He heard me.
He heard me. Beautiful.
Oh man, Yoki just not getting back in time.
Just like
Boom cutting through these eggs. Cracking them if you would.
Taking the sledgehammer to them and seeing what they're made of. Ooh.
That's my net.
Ooh, what a save! No way! Oh my gosh! We were so baited from if we saw like a different angle, we were probably like, no, Walt might have this. But like, no, that looks so like, oh my Lord, we were dead, chat.
I thought we were cooked.
We were so good. I'm like, that shot's in. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, dang, that's unfortunate.
No,
but the
heroics. Kiss later.
That's your award. That's your incentives. Your salaries increase 2 kisses per day. Ooh, and look at that aggression. Try and keep things, but desperation from the Eggs to try and make this happen in the last 10 seconds. But nobody's got boost to make anything happen. And Farmers pass it out. Pass that out. It's not over yet, but Farmers will be taking this one. It's Farmers only taking series number 1, your S tier division.
Let me DM my players.
Tell them, let's go!
So proud.
You're so cute and beautiful on stream. They did manage to get that one in after losing that game 2. I want to see more from Eggs, because they're such an interesting team if they could pull that out game 2. But then couldn't quite seal the deal the rest of it. I wonder how Beans might have to make some adjustments to get that to be a little bit more clean. Because, like, game 2 was wild.
It mostly feels like once they make a play, they don't know exactly when or how to get out of that play. So they end up getting caught out a lot. Right? Or they'll overextend as last man when they see an opportunity, but aren't thinking about, like, the entire process of what that actually looks like.
I think we saw that.
Thinking through it enough.
We saw that from a lot of goals that, like, once it went a while of, like, nobody scored anything, then I think we saw that a lot more often. Like, that's how they kind of got themselves in those situations. But throughout, like, most of the play there, it looks pretty solid overall. But to kind of keep things going here, we have the next matchup here. We're going to have Team XV versus the Funky Monkeys coming up. This will be your C tier matchup. If you want to go ahead and get those players ready, we can hop in as soon as they are ready.
No problem.
We gotta find them, get their lobbies, tell them everything's all good to go. Ooh, I'm excited for this matchup. We got some heavy hitters that I want to see play here. We'll be going over them in the matchup screen, but man.
I'm excited to see XB play.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
It's been really interesting to see them have Jonk as a coach, because Jonk, you know, our boy on the OCE timeline, he's in the future for us. So, like, a lot of these coaches matches are kind of a struggle because they appear at, like, what, 3 a.m. for him?
Very late, yeah.
So we're trying to be accommodating here, but as we get more and more people, oh, and don't forget about the map rotations. Oh, this Faith made this server.
I don't know if I can change that.
Faith made that server, remember?
Yeah, let me remake it. Yeah, you're right there.
I had forgotten about that. But yeah, it's in, like, the options of, like, the private match.
Yeah. I gotta find it. I just wasn't the leader at the time, because he made it.
Yeah. We've had things kind of move a bit faster here. Let me go ahead and introduce our next team here. Coming up next, we've got Team XV versus Funky Monkeys. Coming up, leading the pitch for Team XV, we've got Dunyan, Nico, Alpha, and Felix. And for the Funky Monkeys, we've got Sony, Infantry, Mayor, and Ruben. That's going to be the team lineups coming in hot for you guys. And looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to seeing Dunyan play. This is for his first appearance on stream. Dunyan and Alpha, I think, are going to be the big players in XV's lineup today here. I'm not sure if anybody has any scheduling things, but we'll see what happens.
Excited to see these players get into it, man. You know, Infantry.
Yeah, Infantry on the Funky side.
My boy. Sony also made a big showing last season.
Huge improvement from those players.
My eye on.
Huge improvement from those players. And I'm really excited to get into it. Do we have any early predictions on this match? You know, I'm going to have to give it to XV here because Dunyan's rocking the battle bus. And, you know, he's been on his battle bus villain arc.
I disagree. I think it's more of a battle bus might have a debuff on it.
You think so?
I'm gonna have to go with Funky Monkey. Battle bus just is gonna be. It's not gonna be enough to carry him through it.
All right, sweet. They're locked in, chat, and we are ready to go here.
So we got Felix. We're missing Alpha. Okay.
We're mixing Alpha today. Are they playing a man down? What's happening here?
Are they playing a man down? What's going on?
We might have a scheduling problem that prevented them from having everybody from going. So we've got our first 2v2 on streams, and this is something I want to emphasize. We have our stream schedule posted, like we've had this posted since the beginning of the season. If you can't make the match happen, you got to play down, because this is what happens with that. Ooh, I got to change the bar overlay real quick. Reset that team data real quick. And we've got Team XV versus the Funky Monkeys.
This is the second time XV C team has to have to play a man down.
Yeah, and that's something we usually have pretty good, like, under wraps here. Ooh, that's a small logo. Not going to have that. We usually have people pretty on lock. I know last week we had Mother's Day, so we had some exceptions there. No real excuses this week. You gotta show up for your team, fellas, if you want
Especially
some
on
points.
stream.
On stream, no excuses. We're gonna make things happen. Dunyan, though, getting a lot of the reps in for Team XV's current C tier lineup. He had to play a 1v2 last week. That's how bad it was.
Yeah,
But
and it should have, according to the rules, should have been a 1v3, but the other team took pity.
yeah. But I mean, Dunyan was a trooper. They offered him a 1v1, and Dunyan's like, no, I need to 1v2, and like put on the Dark Souls music, make things crazy. But we might be getting a sweep in chat here. Not gonna say anything too early, but that's kind of how things might be looking early. As
honestly, the goal of XV here is just to score one.
Honestly,
if that perfect sweep,
if they
can get that done, they should be happy.
If they prevent the perfect sweep, and if they, let's not get our hopes too high up, but if they take a game, holy, that is your best case scenario.
I don't know if a goal is possible.
No, I don't know. It's C tier. We're not talking about people who can double flip reset on your mom. Like, things get wild and wacky down here.
That's true.
I mean, not to dismiss like the ability of the players here, but like we just got a double committed net. Felix has thrown that ball up, and if they can't quite clear that out, that was very spooky. Infantry on low boost, able to just barely get that saved. But if it didn't quite happen, we would have been point would have been proven of wacky stuff happens.
Wacky stuff. You know, speaking of wacky stuff, we've had not large, but an influx of Dominus players recently.
Okay,
What's up with that?
Okay, so I know Bloom is a hard Dommy Mommy believer. He plays that thing and he'll rip it out and get some nasty touches. I think like it's taken inspiration from like Cash and like some of those other like Banana Head and some of the players, RLCS players that do use the Dominus. But for those players in particular, they just feel like the Dominus makes more sense to them. And then when something makes more sense to you, you just gotta do it.
Yeah, until it's wrong.
Until it's wrong.
Because it doesn't understand. Some of the things they're doing, they might feel right, but they're so wrong.
It's just like grimy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't personally care either way. I get the same touches and same pinches, like on the Octane as like most people get on the Dominus. But I'm a pinch merchant, so I mean, you know.
The issue I have with Dominus is that its 50s are kind of weird. You have to take them at like a strange angle.
Yeah, you have to like jump a little bit.
And if you try to 50 it in a normal way, it'll like almost never go well for you.
Yeah, you can't low 50 it at all.
It's like almost cheese. So it's almost cheese. Like it has a thing. If you don't know about it, Dominus can do stuff like that. You'll get like shit on by it. But if you know about it and like can have played against the Dominus before and like know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of bad.
Kind of bad, but ooh, there's a little spicy touch from Infantry. See, I think it's looking actually not that bad for XV. Like it looks like they can get something out of this. I don't think that the 2v1's kind of always, you know, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin. But what can they get out of this is what I'd be thinking next. Of like, yeah, you're playing a 2v1 because so and so couldn't make it because they're deathly ill or whatever. Or not even deathly ill. If they're playing without a headache or something like that, like you just gotta rip it. Like we need you to play on stream. We've had this scheduled for a while, unless it's a family emergency, or like you're hospitalized. We're not making those kind of exceptions because scheduling is the hardest thing known to man, and it's the hardest. Like it's the biggest blocker to the league. So when we put the schedule out ahead of time, we want y'all to follow it as best you can, unless you physically cannot get out of bed. That's like, or you're like completely removed from your situation for some reason, you're gonna have to play it out. Mm-hmm. We're not making exceptions anymore. We're gonna start handing out FS. Week 1 was like, okay, yeah, haha, funny. Week's plan, you know, first Grindhouse thing, you know, none, little funnies, but a little double width there to put that one for the Funky Monkeys.
It's time to institute fines.
Yep. It's the desperation. They got to make it happen. And that Battle Bus is not working out for Dunyan there.
Told you. Maybe that's why teams aren't showing up.
They don't believe in the battle
They don't
bus.
want to look at the battle bus.
Okay, but if you saw a team of all battle buses,
I wouldn't for long, because I would not be on this earth for very much.
I don't know if a full C tier team pulled up with all battle buses. I think that'd actually be a mental
my
diff.
life's goal to ruin that team's life.
That would be a mental diff. There, I think that they'd be clowning on whatever team they ended up playing, and I'd love to see some like team strats like that. Like coming back to what I was talking about earlier about like the Spotify strats. I want some like team strats of like everybody looks the same. We saw that like once or twice in the place that shall not be named league, of people just pulling up with like the same exact decal and everything. But that's gonna be game number 1 for the Monkeys.
No goals yet.
We're gonna see if they can
for a perfect sweep.
Yep, they're on the route for a perfect sweep. Then they'll need 10 points, I think, to the normal 8 for a sweep, 10 for a perfect sweep, and then 6 for the win. And then if you get a reverse sweep, I think that's 7 points. Just like a little bit more incentive to make things happen. But that's game number 1. We got some good amount. We had 6 saves from the Team XV there. They're kind of trying to make things happen, but you know, only so much you can do with a man down.
There's not a lot you can do.
But there is something you can do to get that perfect sweep, or prevent that perfect sweep. That would be huge for Team Funky Monkeys here if
They just have to play it so slow and so patient, and like never give the ball away, and just like watch for it when they overcommit.
Yup. And I think they can do it. They got some good looks there. There was like 2 or 3 opportunities that it looked like that they really were able to kind of like capitalize on. They didn't execute on it, but they at least were like there to see it and there to make things happen. We'll go ahead and go into the next match here. We've got game number 2 coming your way. I'm loving to see this. Like I think that they could do this if they kept a little more grounded and like on their challenges and stuff like that. If they didn't try to jump too much, like a single jump so that they can get back fast. And like this is a priority. Like we want you to like they need to like have good recoveries on this match here, and they can actually make something happen.
Have to be very patient. Like they're jumping really early at these challenges, and yeah, like usually you would do that, but here you can't. You have to wait.
Yeah, this is one of the interesting matches. This is one of the more interesting matches that we have today. And interesting in maybe a different way than chat might be thinking. Ooh, my infantry. Being able to slot that one. He takes that up the wall.
Great shot off the wall.
And that's one of the Dominus. I mean, you know, you could do that in either hitbox. It doesn't matter too much.
For sure.
Yeah, but I think it does make it a little easier to judge that angle in that Dominus, because like, you're like you see the vertical plank of like, oh, I need to go this way.
I guess.
Oh no, and we've got a rule 1 and now it's a 1v2. Oh my goodness.
Felix
that's gonna be crazy.
Up for this.
It's all hands on deck now. Oh my, Sony's cooking with it. Is Sony gonna get that reset?
In Felix's position. How do you cope with this? Losing.
I cooked them.
Your first teammate.
I mean, we were saying that. Oh my goodness, we were saying that. Like, what do you do as Felix? But I mean, you know, driving it into the net's a pretty good option that he almost was able to do. Ooh, that's a close pinch. Sony. Oh my goodness. That was wild. I have an ethical
question for you, Darren.
Yes, I love ethical questions.
If you're in the 3v2 position and you're the 3, are you going for bumps?
I'm choosing the bear. Oh wait, sorry, wrong question. Are we going for bumps?
Good answer, but are we going for bumps and demos, or are you?
Oh yeah, no, I'm an absolute goon with that type of stuff. Like I don't care. I want the dub. Yeah. Give me your MMR and go home. Okay, I would want them to do it to me. Ooh, and Dunyan. Oh, he prevents the perfect.
And he prevents this perfect.
Let's go, Dunyan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dunyan, a little lift from Sony gives Dunyan that possession. He's able to get that flick off, and Team XV prevents the perfect sweep.
And it wasn't like a wacky goal. That was a good shot.
Yeah, he just was able to read the miss, caught it well, And then once he had that possession, able to just let it rip on a stationary defense that was not ready for the kind of caliber he was bringing. Mayor's able to respond to that real quick and he's expressed that he's a little upset that they ruined their perfect sweep.
The damage is already done.
You've just lost 2 points that you could have had.
At least the pressure's off now.
They've done their job. The boy, like, let's be real, chat. They were probably going to lose this series from the beginning when they showed up with 2 out of 3 players. But
yeah, very difficult.
Being realistic, that they've done the job. Now, if they can get a game, ooh, that's all I want.
They can get a game,
Jonk is over the moon.
Yeah. He has to give them like medals of honor or something.
The Spartan. Dunyan is the Spartan of war here for Team XV.
Absolutely.
Because he is just making it work while they are down players. He's the one that's available. He's making it happen.
I will fight no matter what. To the last man.
Sorry, I'm getting baited by a sneeze there. But yeah. I was sitting there like,
oh, what a touch.
Big touch.
Wait, no one's going.
It's okay. They're not trying to overcommit and make things happen. But yeah, Dunyan is that captain for Team XV, and he's making it known that he's the captain. He's going to be a titan of war before the Team XV lineup.
Man, after like 3 more of these, Dunyan's going to be like the best player in the world.
Yeah, I'm going to see him on Salt Mine 4.
Dude, by playoffs, he's going to be a monster.
I'm so excited.
He's going to have played 18 1v2s.
He's gonna win one of them at some point, and then we have
it's a numbers game. Really,
he's gonna have amazing stats in these 1v2. We'll give him a buff that's like the Dunyan 1v2 buff, where all his points and all his totals are doubled. Oh my god!
If he got a demo there.
Oh my gosh!
He was looking for there, that would have been a play and a half.
See, he's cooking. He just needs a little bit more like help with it, but like he's cooking.
You know what would help him a lot?
What?
Having a third teammate.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes crazy. But I mean, there's like things that he can do to make things a little bit easier for himself.
Yeah.
But coming into this one, we got it's funny. Zoka's their captain. I don't know if he could make it today for Funky Monkeys, but I feel like he's going to be watching from the stands here if he isn't, or catching the VOD back later. With a little bit of a smile on his face as he sees that he has to pull up to a 2v3. But that's kind of what you get, and sometimes with some of the scheduling situations of people. But we tried to make it as nice as we could when you signed up for the league, of like, hey, if you don't have Sunday availability, you're probably not getting like considered for the league. And we did have quite a few people that were set to the reserve league compared to the actual the normal league, because
league roster,
yeah league roster, because they didn't have that availability that we were looking for. I think our reserve list is like 20 to 30 people long. We had 96 total in our league so far, so like I think no, it was like 15 to 20. Because like we didn't have enough to make another full team, and then also the odd number of teams would have made it really kind of wacky. But I'm expecting, as we kind of have some more, hush hush things going on in the background, once those kind of resolve, we will be able to have probably at least one to two more teams for the next season. But that'll be game number 2 to the Funky Monkeys. There, they have lost their perfect sweep.
XV not giving up. At what point do Funky Monkeys just start kind of taking it for fun, just having fun with it?
That's what Team XV's here for, I think, at least. Because like we know, I know them, I know the boys, and they're like, we're down in a 2. I know Dunyan has great mental with this. Like,
oh yeah,
he's down in a 1v2. That's how it is. That's just the reality of it. You just got to make that happen.
1v2s are almost impossible unless like you are significantly better than the other people, or they go for bumps and demos and can actually get them.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, you want to go ahead and ready up? Speed this. We'll get into game 3 real quick. And
I was tabbed out of the game. So.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Yeah, we have Bass leaving the game now. He knows that his team's kind of got this one on wraps. Right. They're going to be all right.
But, hey, if XV can get a win here,
we might see Bass join back. Of like,
there's going to be a lot of memes in the Discord.
I want it purely for the memes. The memes would be incredible.
I want to see it. I'm rooting for him.
And swapping back into game view, we've got game number 3 here. Funky Monkeys taking up the pitch there. Good safe kickoff. Ooh, not quite. Mayor's able to take that quick lead.
Enough.
I was looking for it. I'm like, oh, Dunyan's going for that corner, but Mayor's able to slam that one home. Far post from Dunyan.
Very risky for a 1v2.
Yeah, needed to grab one of those pads real quick and just kind of circle back close.
Or 2v3.
Here we go. We got the pop back out. Felix with the bang.
Very patient.
Mayor's able to do that. Dunyan's a little fast on the jump, but he's able to try and collect that back, but he will get a possession eventually.
The amount of time these players have
is crazy. Oh, look at Sony. He's going for it all. Gets that reset. See, Sony's been cooking with these resets. His aerial car control has improved so much.
Getting a lot better.
It's improved so much. Like, it's hard to believe that he's here in the C tier. I mean, that is also kind of goes to show of like the skill of everybody involved has gone up since like the first kind of time we did this show. That like as we've been running the league, we've kept kind of these same players around, so it's nice to see who's on new teams and stuff like that. But all these players are improving, and it's really fun to watch them just kind of get better and be like, oh, I didn't know he could do that. Like, Sony wasn't pulling that out like 6 months ago.
Absolutely. It's also a good reminder that mechanics is not everything. You can get much better mechanically and still be in the same spot.
Yep.
Especially in threes. Mechanics is only half the fight.
Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't matter if you can double flip reset on your mom if you take all your touches on the top side of the ball and rush your plays.
Exactly.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That might be me. Haha, funny. We're fixing that. Ooh, ground pinch from Sony. We'll put this one another goal up.
Felix just not quite ready for the amount of power that was going to come off that ball.
A little bit of too patience there, just giving these people opportunities and shots. And that's where like a high ranked player is going to be like moving a little bit more so that they're ready to like, they don't have to speed up that much to be able to get that save, but just timing the ground pinch and just believing that he's going to get that. The Funky Monkeys have come alive here. Really kind of dismantling this XV defense apart. Quick little backboard lofter makes it hard to deal with, and then they have that second man in the wing ready to just execute. Yeah, Thailand's, we do have the game audio a bit more quiet. I'm going to be adjusting some of the setting up some new sound systems while I'm going to be on break next week as Gold Moon's hosting, and game audio will be coming back with that, but this is just to make sure that our Discord guest is not going to be blasting y'all just for the sake of having a louder game. But we will be fixing that next week. Yeah, Alpha couldn't be there for his boys. That's unfortunate. Some things you just got to be there for. Like we said, we got this scheduled in advance, but sometimes it just don't work out.
Way in advance.
Coming in to the last half of this game, we've got Denny with the possession here, just trying to make things happen. A good 50. If you can get another and get Mayor off that ball, would have been a huge opportunity there for XV. But now they're going to be left trying to fend off this offense here. But things are getting a little spooky here for Funky Monkeys if they can't get that possession through. But we've got some dip dives and dodges here around the ball. We just need to find somebody with the eye on it, and they can make things happen. It's so sad. I stole Othos from y'all. No, you are not sad, because now everybody gets to have Othos, and it's great. Everybody's enjoying the content today, and thank you, Othos, for coming in last minute, as I did have my planned guest for the week. He flaked on me. No, he said
Man,
he messaged
looks
me a
like
few days
everyone's
early.
just having stuff come up this week.
Exactly. Like, when are we gonna lock in? I need y'all to lock in, play your matches, and quit this funny business, because like, this is the show. You gotta show up for the show. We're making things happen.
Show must go on, as the theater kids say.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when you...
I'm not one of them, but I relate to them way too much.
No, I know what you mean. Like, funny enough, like, fun fact, I actually learned piano for like a year and a half off of a mistake.
What?
So when I was in middle school, I wanted to like do like keyboarding, like, learn how to type and stuff like that. Ooh, boy, from downtown.
Now I kind of wish they didn't score that goal earlier, because this would have been hype.
This would have been so hype if that was what caused it.
And so sad.
That would have been so funny. Oh my goodness. But
that's insane.
anyways, back to tangenting and filling the content. I took keyboarding, learned how to type and stuff like that, and got up to like 40, 50 words per minute. I was like 12. I was like, okay, sweet, we can type now. This is great. But I'm not quite satisfied. I want like one of those like cool, because competitive in the league. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Saved from there. But learn how to type. Good. We wanted to take it again in 8th grade, and I walk into class on the first day, and I'm like, look around left and right. I'm like, why is there a bunch of pianos? And I signed up for piano keyboarding instead of computer keyboarding, and that's how I learned. I said, we ball. We're gonna ride it out and see how it is, and I actually got pretty decent at it. I had a lot of fun with it. But the only reason that that's relevant is because there's one thing that like my mom told me when I was like learning the piano and stuff like that. It's like, if you make a mistake, play on. Don't try and correct the mistake. Don't go back and play the right note. Mm-hmm. Like, just play through it. And that's what a lot of these teams need to start doing, is like, they'll try and correct their mistakes. No, rotate out. Like, if you make a boo-boo, you just gotta keep playing. Nothing you can do about it. And like,
most of my plays are free form. I don't like free plan most of the things I do.
To put a nice bow on this, they had a scheduling boo-boo, and the boys in blue here played it out. They gave it their best. They were able to get 2 goals here in a 1v2, but that will be the Funky Monkeys taking the series here 3-0. Not a perfect sweep, but they will have that 3-0 coming to them. They will take 8 points to buff them up in the league. We'll have those leaderboards also coming soon. I'll be trying to get done in the backgrounds here while I'm off.
Massive respect to the boys that came out here and played their hearts out, even in that rough situation.
Shout out to Dunyan and Felix. They held it down. They were able to make it happen, get 2 on the board, preventing that perfect sweep. But we do have that sweep in chat. Get your brooms out. It's not a disrespectful sweep, so don't spam too hard. But
yeah,
it's what we gotta do. Brooms in chat for the sweep. But anyways, that's going to be our second matchup of the day. And since we only got really one more for you guys, it's going to be the Cosmos high stakes match at that. I think I got it as the B tier. Yes, that's correct.
That's B tier, yeah.
At B tier? No, I have it as B tier. XP Funky Monkey was C tier.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, sorry, I'm tripping. Yeah, it's Cosmos high stakes B tier. It's coming up next. We're gonna get these players in the lobby and make things happen. Yeah, man, Dunyan, don't say man. Y'all made it happen. Y'all made it happen. Don't beat yourself up. You're in the 1v2. Y'all played well. Y'all got 2 goals. You prevented the perfect sweep. You did your job.
Yeah, you did what you could.
There's just only so much you can do. Hopefully this
should have played pot of greed.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully this only like lights a fire under you guys. So like, as soon as you guys do get 3 players to play your actual match, you just be like, we're here, boys. We're here. Rah!
Then he's going to be the GOAT.
Yeah, that he's gonna be goated.
Like once he gets a full team around him, oh man.
Oh,
This is his training arc. He's in the hyperbolic time chamber.
oh yeah, nothing but love here from Funky Monkeys. They're giving XP some love as they're getting things ready here. But let me go ahead and reset the team data here, get things started for our next match. Next match we got, again, Cosmos versus High Stakes.
Excited. I'm really excited for that game, actually.
Yep. Now we won't be joined by Mr. Meisner today here for the High Stakes team, but I know the other boys are going to be holding that one down. Get things ready. And all right, things are looking cute. And what are the players looking like?
1 second. B tier.
Yep.
Got Trainee, Wavy, Nitrate.
Ooh, Nitrate's pulling up? Okay.
Becky. I don't know. They're pulling that, but I'm texting the code.
Here we get there. Again, this will be your last match of today, as we have had, unfortunately, nobody to fill that Farmers versus Eggs coaches match, as Beans has had some family emergency that has taken him away that he can't get out of, and he will be having to get in touch here with those pretty soon. If he doesn't message him probably by like the end of the day, this will probably be getting those points as an FF. Like if they don't play it later today, they're gonna work something out. But we're cutting y'all off. If y'all can't make it happen, if y'all can't make stream when you're scheduled, we're starting to hand out FFs. We're not playing anymore.
Weeks 1, 2 is a little goofy.
Yeah, but we're in week 3 now. You know what's happening. They're checking pings and stuff like that. And all right, it's looking like we got this. All right, looks like we got all the players. So to introduce you into your final match of today, we've got Team Cosmos pulling up with Trainer Key, Wavy, Nitrate, and Becky Boo. Coming up pitch against them is High Stakes with Ab Spectre, Eric Hispanic, Earth Nation, and Maxi Boo. Those are the players that we're going to be seeing today. Maybe some, maybe not all of them, but you know, here we go. We've got a slobber knocker coming for you guys. This is going to be a big match here coming up for you guys, and I am super excited to see how this one plays out. Let's get into it.
Brown bread, Shintoxin Q-Full.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks like we got...
Berry and Nitrate.
Yup.
Beautiful. And I'm excited to see how Shintox plays this game.
Yeah, this is his... I think he didn't play last week, so this will be his first appearance on stream for High Stakes. But I think he's going to be he's been getting really... Ooh, he's going to be showing up early is what he's going to be doing. 9 seconds in, he's ready to make it happen.
Here, Cosmos kind of just drives in circles a little bit.
That's one of those unfortunate
Not
50s,
how you
man.
want to start the game.
Like, he's looking for that possession, looking to make things happen, but Shintox absolutely just disrespects his possession of, like, you're not going to have that ball. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going, and then just cuts him off while it's happening, is able to put that one away to put High Stakes up early. We will have to swap teams because they decided to choose different sides, but that's whatever.
Oh, man.
Ooh, but this is a good offense to kind of take things off. We've got some spooky little turns here for high stakes, but we will see some possession here from Cosmos trying to make that happen.
Getting a little antsy.
Ooh, Nitrate's looking for a little more. But on low boost, Shintox is going to do his best, but he almost makes the same mistake that got him the lead in this game of coming wide on that on that ball to get 50'd into his net, but was able to play it out. Ooh, and a big pinch there. Brown Bread's going to be looking for more. Shintox low in the middle. It's going to be able to play a little 1-2 game. Pops it on target, but Becky has that one locked down. And Othos, what do you think in early predictions? Now that we've gotten a minute in the game, what are you thinking from these players?
So hard to say because it looks like high stakes has more pressure, right? But they're given.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, no! They gotta sink that one.
Let's say they can't. They're having trouble finishing, and they're giving Cosmos a lot of time to recover. I feel like one of these times is gonna bite them.
I feel like we will see some counters here that are going to be unfortunate, like a long, kind of floater ball that just kind of rolls in. But I am liking to see the offense. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Ooh.
Just like Shintox is going to be slamming that one to the back of the net, alpha
pressure.
pass. Then High Stakes looks like they're really bringing the pressure here. This is game number 3 of the, or match number 3 of the Grindhouse 3v3 league for this Sunday. This will be our last match for today, but I know I was looking forward to this one coming up because I know this is the first time we get to see Shintox tear up the pitch for High Stakes. But if you guys do ever want to get in on the action, discord.gg/Grindhouse, and you'll be able to hop right in and you can get right into our server once you go through a little bit of an interview process for a vibe check. We are welcome to all new sorts of players, just as long as you aren't a minor and aren't like, a secret like child molester or whatever. I don't know. As long as you can pass the vibe check, we don't really care. But we got a mod team for you guys that you'll be interacting with to kind of make that happen. But back into the game here, looking like High Stakes is able to make things kind of like take a comfy lead and kind of kill some time here in the next minute since we've kind of tangented a little bit. It will be Shintox to take this one up the pinch. He's low boost though, so he will have to take that 50 and then kind of try and find something else. But Qful is there to support him, and then I've mentioned this to these boys, and I've said it before on stream. Gonna say it a million more times, but I love that these players are like learning to support each other in their plays and like sitting on their shoulder, like waiting for their play to happen, and they're just ready to dive on these 50s, and it makes them so much more lethal in threes. And we're seeing a ton of we saw a ton of improvement first time we did this league under a different banner, but again, it's gonna be great to see how these players continue to improve. And
one of the best parts of the league is everyone's constantly getting better, just like that. They're evolving mid-game. That great pass from Barry and Nitro just being so ready for it. He smelled blood in the water and pounced.
Oh yeah, look at that support. He's able to give some life there for Cosmos. They aren't taking this one sitting down. They're bringing something to the table here. You never show up to a party empty-handed. You gotta get something. Even Team XG in that last match showed up to the party with only 2 people, but were still able to tote something.
Oh,
ooh, and a big counter from Nitrate will equalize for Cosmos.
Too far in the midfield.
Ooh, he just reached that ceiling bounce perfectly, and Brown Bed on low boost isn't quite able to make that dive to give him that check there that blocks that, and Nitrate just checks for the goal, and he gets it.
And this game's going back and forth.
It's a good kickoff there for High Stakes. And we'll have this kind of possession here, try and make things happen. They have the pressure.
We're 4 minutes in and still tied. What are your predictions, Darby? Your late predictions.
So early predictions, now that we're kind of like a bit in, I've been liking the offense of High Stakes a lot more. Not trying to be biased here as a High Stakes player, but it looks like when High Stakes gets those opportunities more than Cosmos is able to get right now, and the aggression out of them has been really good. I think it's always been a few execution problems on High Stakes, but that's kind of like, you'll fix those up kind of like if you're communicating well and playing well. But if we see more of this throughout the league, I think High Stakes is B tier is going to be really solid throughout this league. And I think they can take this as well here in I think it might be a game 5. I'd love to see a game 5er, but again, to yap 30 seconds, a little drift there from Becky Boo, to yap there for 30 seconds about answering a simple question, yes, I think High Stakes is going to take that.
Gotcha.
If they can figure out what they want to do with the ball.
I feel like they just need to work on their finishing and then effectively and efficiently maintaining pressure. But again, I feel like they also just leave too many gaps in their rotations. They give a lot
that's
of
a big
space,
pop and
just like
Brown
this.
Beard.
As I'm talking about, they give
Misses
so
that
much
one.
space to Team Cosmos.
It's like 1-2 dive. Q-Full's not able to make a good challenge there against
Brown
Becky
Beard.
Boo, and Barry's ready to slap that one in after he's been alley-ooped for the game winner for Team Cosmos. They're going to be taking game number 1.
What a game.
Congratulations to them. That's a nice kind of finish there early on. That was looking spooky there for Shintox and the boys on Team High Stakes. But we'll be getting into game number 2 here shortly. After you get ready up, we skip a little bit of time. There we go.
I was changing the map.
Oh, yes, we got map rotations now, chat. We've done it.
I figured it out, chat.
You figured it out.
I just remembered to do it this time.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's your first time on the stream. We're just kind of like, you got to get your toes in the water, see what Darty is surprising you with. But I mean, as you're kind of getting into it, I think in the subsequent weeks, you'll have this on lock.
Yeah, I think I'm scheduled for 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm. Should be joining me in, let me see, check the schedule.
They're already in my schedule, so
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready for them.
Week 7 and week 10, you'll be joining me back unless we have some last minute changes.
Yeah, I'll probably be available for those.
Yeah.
Hit me up beforehand.
Will do. But to get back into the game, got a good kind of back and forth start here. High Stakes looking for, Nitrite's looking for that double. He's got a teammate in the wing, but doesn't quite find it. But a low boost High Stakes will make things a little awkward out of defense, but they are able to get some pressure here. A big pop back. Brown Bread's reading that one, puts it on net, but Barry is the brick wall for his team and able to put that one to safety there. And Cosmos will be restarting their offense here, trying to make things happen, but a good clear from Brown Bread will put things back in the orange half. A little bit of back and forth ping pong. Ooh,
Whoa.
Becky.
Just a floater from Beck.
Baxter with the floatster. Catching High Stakes lacking.
And they're just not ready for it.
Oof. That's a hard shot to save though.
Yeah.
Like the floater that's just like kind of hitting backboard, not gonna be super hard to read.
Closely followed by the bar down shots. Those are
Ooh.
really, really, really hard to
Ooh,
answer.
it's some aggression here as this game's gotten physical. They're a little upset about that one happening, but a big pinch out.
Cosmos is they know now though. They're taking it slow. Look at this control.
Yep.
Right, they'll double commit, but they still have possession.
Yep. Barry's kind of cooking there. He's taking things around town. That pops up. We will look to see for some more possession out of High Stakes. I think I've seen Paco in chat with his team earlier today. I don't know if he's there with them now, but hopefully he's able to deduce them and help them out. I know Rob is kind of out of state right now. He isn't able to join us. He would have been here with us, but he's been busy. Let's see. I can see, yeah, Paco's there, but Paco should probably be with his team. Gonna flame him a little bit for that.
Bring the coaches on before the games, talk shit, and then also after to see how it goes. See how much copium we could process.
We're gonna refine liquid copium as an export. That's what we're gonna export.
That's how we're gonna make money.
We're gonna sell
That's how we're
copium.
funding the league next season.
Oh man, please! I need to get that set up.
Pure
Let me know.
copium.
Let me know. Let me know in chat if that's what you want. Are we gonna be refining liquid
Some
copium?
GH brand copium. Use code OTHOS for 30% off.
Oh man. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Well, Cupel was looking to take that one back, but thankfully Shintox had the time to kind of take this one away. But 2 minutes have passed, and this is an
Opportunity
open,
is
and it's wide. Listen, they need to get on my Spotify, whatever they want to call it. Like I
They
know
need to take their
Shintox is
time. They do.
Shintox is a big fan of binaural beats. That's another thing where it's like a frequency you listen to, and like it does like
I haven't
magic.
heard of that.
I don't know how it works. It's magic to me.
It's pretty bad.
Ooh, big bump. Oh, Barry, the brick wall puts that one away.
You got bumped. I got you, King.
Oh my gosh, that's the support I need in my homies. Oh, a big shot from Shintox goes a bit wide. Fortunately, brown bread a little awkward on that play. We'll leave Becky Boo with some time to make something happen here in a good 50 for
Really
them.
need a compliment back on his control. It's gotten so good over the past
Oh
couple
yeah,
weeks.
oh yeah. Rob's doing good things with Beck.
Two Foles not slacking either with an opportunity on net and Perry.
I don't know. The
Brick
first touch
wall.
there. First touch there was rough. Ooh, Shintox, look at him muscle that one through, but doesn't quite find what he's looking for. And it's getting spooky here for the Cosmos defense. They're going to be put on the back foot as Brown Bread is able to equalize for high stakes. I could smell that one coming. That's a good backflip there from Q-Full to make things just awkward enough that the boys dap at each other up, say, I got you, dog.
These follow-ups have been so important in these games.
Mhm.
Whoever like can follow up the ball first, and usually, ooh,
Shintox. Looking for it more. Looking for it. Got Barry getting dove there by Shintox. Brown Bread's in the water.
Looking
He's
for
looking.
something.
He's looking. They're smelling
looking
it.
for the corner. That's a shot.
Ooh, that's a shot. That's on target. And
Barry's
Barry,
there.
Mr. Barry, Mr. Brick Wall, making things
Barry's
happen
my
there.
goat. There's my go of the series.
If Barry would have his actual Discord name and actually who he is, he'd be my goat. But I mean, other than the saves, yeah, I know. I guess that's cool. Just making my stream life harder, but it's whatever. No, he's playing phenomenally, and I'm loving to see the kind of ice that he's got in his veins. I wonder if he's going to keep that up the whole series, because it is going to be spooky if he keeps being relied on. When is that going to crack, and when's that going to bite them? And a big clear out will probably put us in overtime here, and a big shot from Brown Bread. That's not quite in, but that was on target.
Oh man, that had me sweating a little bit.
You got to think that Becky and the boys are sweating there, but that's a good interception from Barry. Barry's going crazy
That's
today.
what I'm talking about. Look at that speed.
Good patience, good spacing. Like, man, just a
So
floater
ready for
on net puts that one away, and that'll be game number 2 to the Cosmos.
Man, game 2. They showed that that last game was not a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even though it could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you're high stakes at this point, what do you think has to happen? I think they're taking a second here to discuss it themselves.
I think personally we need to use each other more. They're not really they have good follows, but
Mhm.
they're not really like making an effort to pass to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're not
with each other.
Exactly. Like they're like they're not making plays together. They're like, you make your play, then I follow up your play and I make my play. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're crafting this thing together that's gonna get past the defense.
Mm-hmm. Like that's what that got them that first goal, where Brown Bread, like after Q-Full was able to backflip it over the defender, it created just enough of a window where if Brown Bread was in that wing, he was able to score. And they needed to be thinking more like that. And
Instead of hey, how can I create open space to put this to for my team, like around the defenders? How can I get this to my teammate so he can make a better play?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because that only gets them more space, gets them a better angle on the play as well. Because that's like a very specific thing you have to commit for, and that's very committal too. It's risky.
Mm-hmm.
A pass and a quick shot.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like
but effective.
simple but effective, and it looks like they will be getting into the next game here very shortly. And we will be hopping straight into this as we get that countdown going. Game number 3. Cosmos leading 2-0. We need to see some magic here from high stakes if they don't want to get swept here. We've seen some goals, so no perfect sweeps, but do you want to be compared to the 2v1 of the day? or 2v3 of the day. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see for my
They scored as many goals, right?
yeah, they've gotten this far. It's been just like some unfortunate OTs have not gone the way of high stakes, and they're going to be biting themselves a little bit because of that, and a big bang out there. If Brown Bread was waiting in there, Nitrate is able to take out that third man, so Shintox will be able to kind of aggress this ball here, but it leaves it for Brown Bread so that he can get kind of a good position there. But some miscommunication and a little rush in there kind of gets them caught out, and now Cosmos has that kind of pressure there if Brown Bread doesn't quite get this clear out.
Yeah, and look how close Shintox is. There's no good way to get that ball to him and create actual offensive play, right?
I mean, we say that was looking like a little spicy though. Like, he was able to play it off of him, but most of the times you need to be a bit more of that farther back.
A lot of time and exactly
Execution, you had that free goal. You just didn't believe he would miss it in front of his net. And I know I wouldn't either. But I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta play for it. You just throw a check. Say, hey, you gotta do this. A little bit of awkwardness. Good control out there from Barry. He's looking for more. He ain't even going to find it. Ooh, Brown Bread's going to be looking for it all. It doesn't quite get the bump he's looking for, but that was a good follow from Shintox. He was looking for it. Q-Full's back there. He's going to make a low boost save. He's going to have to collect that 100 and make a play. But now we have Nitrate looking for more. Doing a big touch there, and Becky's going to have a bang there.
I think he might have been trying to pass that out.
Yeah, try to pass it to Nitrate, and they'll crash out. Look crazy. Yeah, they gotta speed. Gotta keep things moving. They're bunching up.
Crash out if I don't see a pass from high stakes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They don't need no pass if they could get dunks like that. Big 50 pinch there for Q-Full.
Great challenge.
And that might be the breath of fresh air that they were looking for. Like, that might be the break. Because, like,
might hit their second one pretty soon.
I feel like, you know, they were stressing, like, oh, we hadn't got a game yet. We didn't have the lead for a lot of the times. Like, we lost the lead when we did have it. But thank God they didn't Caster's Curse me there. But now that you have some breathing room, when you're up one, the pressure gets lifted. Now, if you can walk in and keep, like, playing the same, but, like, it's different. As soon as you go up in the lead, it's kind of like, okay, we don't have to play as crazy. Like, look at that. Immediately, an example there as Q-Full is able to just patiently wait. He didn't rush his touch and was able to center that one to the net. Got a little awkward ball catching Becky awkward on the post, but that leaves Shintox right there. He's been playing a decent second man here. He's been real close. Shintox is able to capitalize on them and put them up 2 with 2:22:21 to go. That almost worked out perfectly. Ooh, and we have a good kickoff here for high stakes. Oh, and Shintox is bullying the defense. The Cosmos doesn't want to leave that unanswered. Now it's an Avengers level defense retreat.
Little miss from the bag. Actually, started to follow. Just trying to play keep away from this high stakes defense.
That has come alive. As soon as they got in that first goal, they are really...
You must be really relieved, Artie.
Yeah. I need them to get some points. Because we got to make that playoffs, dog. I mean, it was a blessing I didn't have to play in the playoffs, kind of, last season. Because, one, I didn't have that stress to deal with. But then I could cast all of it. And I know it's going to be good. If I find myself in the grand finals, we're going to have a problem. I won't run that stream. I guarantee it. I think high stakes here is looking to guarantee their win here in game number 3. They got a minute left to play and 2 up. If they can kind of get one more goal here, keep the possession heavy, but there's nobody home here. If they lose this possession here, things are looking scary for high stakes.
What a...
Off the backboard.
Someone get this man a medal. Get him a medal.
Get him a medal. MVP of this series, Barry.
Absolutely. He strikes again.
Yeah, we have Coolner in the chat, the captain of the high stakes beats here, watching his boys duke it out. And man, this is probably as stressful for him as it was for you in that first series.
Yeah, absolutely. I I I get it. Wait. Oh, my angle was kind of weird. I was confused for a second.
Yeah, I was too. I'm like, something's missing here. Where's the players? Ooh, big
Can't
pop
recover and
there, and
follow
Brown Bread is able to get that one away.
close 50.
And a good challenge puts that in the Cosmos half, keeps things alive and well for them. Ooh, a little mistouch there.
Whoa.
Brown Bread's almost able to capitalize on that. Q full pops that. Let's see. It's awkward on the defense, and Shintox muscles that one through. Gonna be with that, and that's probably the dagger on game number 3. They're able to take one so far. Can they reverse sweep this? We have reverse sweep opportunity here, chat.
That is extra points.
Oh yeah, they get a full extra 1 point, and that might not sound like a lot in terms of our scaling. Ooh, Brown Bread's looking for it all, with the solo play. But good, like I'm liking the spacing from Shintox. He's been a really good second man here.
So high stakes will have momentum going into game 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that changes how Cosmos plays the rest of the series?
They gotta come up with something, because I don't think that the goals they got weren't decisive. Like we need to see a little bit more from them. I'm not quite sure. It seemed like there was just like not enough connection between them. They
Timeout really did wonders for.
They did. They needed like a good old 2 minutes to like keep things moving, and then yeah, we'll be getting into game 4 here in just a second. But I think this could go either way, because they have one to make. They have one to make it happen for Cosmos, but this is the start of the comeback for the high stakes, and we're getting into game here. Let's mute.
Oh, they switched teams.
Oh, did they swap teams? Oh no. My replay groups.
It's fine. If you set it to
I'm gonna have to like
players
code
on
for
big
this.
teams, it fixes itself.
Yeah, I have to like ignore what teams they have, and I gotta swap the scoreboard real quick because we can't follow directions, and it's fine. But now we have high stakes there. On the orange side, we fixed that. They wanted the blue team buff for Cosmos because they are blue colors, and it does make more sense as red colors. But see if that actually has a difference. They have a huge high stakes. It's a huge opportunity here as as I was about to say, Cosmos was low on boost there. Like you see Nitrate, you see Barry. Like Barry's not there to make the save, dog.
Every time
What you gonna do?
Something like that happens, it feels like a dagger just gets put in my heart.
That's just one of those unfortunate goals that's like you hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some good support here from Brown, but he gets a little aggressive on it, and then a little aggressive as the third will leave Nitrate with an opportunity, but he pops that high. But Becky able to finish that one.
Just sorry you're driving home. High stakes, all low boosts.
Mm-hmm. When you are that third man, you got to be careful, and you got to have boost. That's what I would want to see from these players. Is, making sure that third man is locked in. With a big old pinch there. Pops it around and leaves Shintox with an opportunity. He might be able to get cut and a pop. Is on target for Q4 to put it away. Add 2 to his total for this series. Or for this game. Man, Shintox has been wonderful on offense for the high stakes. Like
He's been an anchor for them.
Oh yeah, like if Shintox wasn't here today, we'd be having a lot more problems. We're having some problems on defense, but on offense, that's what I'm saying. Like if they can get the offense right, I think if they can get their defense right, the offense is already there. But some kickoff shenanigans will put them up. Equalize. We're back to reset. We're in game number 4 of 5. And High Stakes has to win this if they want to go on. And another Awkward kickoff is going to put things kind of in the pressure here for Cosmos. But we're seeing some good looks here from the high stakes players. They have that possession. They're trying to make this offense happen. Cutting off the clears. But a big bang there will be saved by Qful. From downtown, Shintox passing that one through. And they're looking to get this offense started. And Qful, if he's able to get this double, will put high stakes in a good position. It's just there. It's so there. They have it. They see it. They just need that finish. Ooh, the big bump there. And Brown Bread slots that.
They finally find it. They find the goal that's been staring them in the face.
That's a clutch demo there from Shintox to open up the defense, because that little smoke and mirrors in there in the center of the goal line makes it so hard to read what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
They take that 50 and it's going to bounce up. And Cosmos awkward on the backboard. We'll have some time there to regain, but it's also opportunity for high stakes to find some boost and try and find each other and set up their next play. The Sharks hungry in the water. Trying to set this offense up. There's not a lot of momentum here in this play, so this could go either way. Qful's looking to try and take that possession. Now we're about halfway through this. What do you think you need to see from Cosmos to get them back into this?
I need to go back to game one, Cosmos, I think.
Game one, Cosmos.
Playing their possessions.
Mm-hmm.
They're throwing the away a little bit too quickly in these games, giving them...
You think that's the pressure?
Yeah, they're not using their time effectively anymore.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and it's a low boost, high stakes. If they can't find some boost here, it's going to get spooky.
That's a great touch.
Becky's been holding it down. Brown Bread's taking 50 after 50. He's a brick wall here. Ooh, and Shintox is able to read it, but Becky's makes the clutch save. 50, popping that wide to the corner.
Brown Bread powered that through the net.
He has been an absolute unit trying to make this defense coming through. Ooh, and the Avengers level attack, like, it almost works. If he gets the bump, he gets the touch. The execution isn't quite there, but if you throw it on target enough times, it's going to go in.
That's
the
I used
strat.
To say when I was like Champ 3.
Exactly. Don't call me a Champ 3 like that. That's rude. Stop bullying me. No. The allegations go crazy. Oh no.
Ooh, that was a good. That was. Wait.
Where's the defense?
Guys.
It's okay. They figured it out.
Where's everybody at?
Where everybody at? We need somebody on this ball. Ooh, a missed touch puts Becky high.
Barry's another opportunity. Plays it off the corner.
Pops that wide.
Nice rate.
Not able to put that one away. He's low on boost, looking for a teammate. Shintox is sitting there waiting for an opportunity here, but a good pop forward with Qful. Oh no, if Shintox played that a little slower and didn't flip through that, he had himself a free ball to play with.
That's an interesting touch.
Yeah. Big clear from Qful, but nobody there to follow for high stakes.
Oh, that's
30 seconds left.
nice.
Pressure's on for Cosmos.
Great.
They don't want to go to game 5. If they go to game 5 here, this could be rough for Cosmos, but that's a good pass down. And Becky's able to find the hole.
And Cosmos kind of flips high stakes pressure on its head. It just starts banging the shots at their backboard, playing it across the field.
I know that's going to hype them up. They got 19 seconds to play. If they go to overtime, this is going to be rough for high stakes. And if they can make it happen though here, they'll avoid it.
No, they're taking their time.
They're taking their time. But they might find that clear. Qful's up. He's looking for a tip. Becky's able to save that one to the corner. And we got down to the 1 second here. We got 3 in the corner, but a whiff will put us in overtime.
Overtime.
This could be the series here.
Point. All Cosmos needs is one goal.
On a big bang there, puts that high. Nice save there from Brown Bread. Buys them a lot of time to reset and get back. But Shintox rushes himself there, and he's got to calm down a little bit if he wants to make this happen for high stakes. But in these high pressure situations, it's so rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost gifted.
Your mind.
He's almost gifted a goal there as he's catching them kind of just taking that slow play out of defense, sorry, and making things happen. But now it's Becky with the possession. Challenged quickly from Shintox. Is anyone there to follow? He doinks it to his teammate. Back on the backboard again. Nitrate pops that high. Q-Full's a little awkward to that ball and won't be able to get things going here, but that'll be on target for Barry, but not able to put that one away. And we can see it. We're seeing some good movement here in OT. We're seeing some good movement here in OT. The ball's been moving to teammates very quickly.
Yeah, everyone's taking control. They're taking their time with their plays.
They're like, it's OT. We got to lock in. So it's going to be one small mistake that'll seal this series away. That's 2 whiffs, 3 whiffs. It's off the post, and nobody scores it.
Beck misses the boost. It's going to be an awkward touch.
It's a cut. It's a dive. Ooh, Shin talks to the aggression. Almost puts that one away, but a bump on Barry will leave Q4 or Brown Bread with the ball there. Pop that forward, and there's a demo and a team bump and an open. If Brown Bread can reach that, and he dunks it for high stakes to put that one away.
To game 5.
We've got game 5 situation.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. We're about to see it, chat. I am ready for game 5. Is this going to be a repeat?
Dude, I am scared.
Is this a repeat of the high stakes A-tier match? This is almost textbook what happens.
I don't know.
We're seeing Cosmos take a second here to be like, all right, boys, we played well. We could do this game 5. We don't want to go to game 5, but it's okay. We spent our chances. Now we lock in. They're taking a second to discuss with each other what they want to do. But this will be our last game of the stream today. Let's hopefully we get a banger. Take me to overtime again. As a high stakes player, don't take me to overtime. 4 of them. As a content,
overtime would be stressful to say the least. I already don't know which way this game is gonna go because like both teams have been playing immaculately,
and they've been stepping up. Like I've been seeing a lot of good adaptations here from both sides. And we are getting into game 5 here in just a second. We got players on the pitch, and we are swapping into that. As soon as the lobby wants to go, we will get into it. And game number 5 on Champions Field. First game 5 of the day today. We'll see how.
Is it? Every game's been so stressful. I didn't even notice.
Well, I mean, first time. Didn't your series go to game 5?
No, it's game 4.
Game 4. Sorry. Yep. Game 5.
It was
and
so
then
scary.
Yep. But we got the map rotations in, so now it's like extra pressure's on, fellas. That's always fun to implement. It's a nice and small change.
I kind of reset every game.
Like the visuals alone changing, like they can feel kind of samey if they don't quite change, but like once they are changing, it's like, ooh, you're on Champions Field, dog.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, Q4's almost able to find that touch to put high stakes up early. But we're seeing some good pressure here from high stakes. They're really able to take this offense swinging in this game. They aren't able to capitalize on it yet, but I'm seeing some things I like. But I'm seeing equal things I like on the defensive Cosmos. Able to be pretty solid there, dismantling this offense and trying to start possessions here. Brown Red up early. He's able to beat one. Should be on target. If he can get the dunk, it's on the backboard. Q-Full's awkward, but he's trying to tuck it in the top. Big save from Beck in it. It's back out in the middle. Ooh, big dunk from Shintox, saving high stakes there from getting countered. But that's going to be awkward out in the middle. Ooh, and a big dunk from Nitrate. He looks for the bump, but Brown Bread's able to put that one into safety. So they'll have to try again. Becky's there looking for it. But it's back and forth as they wrestle for possession here after the first second minute and a half. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, Shintox. I'm loving this Shintox offense. Like, he'll go for his play and then immediately be a shark in the water, trying to hunt down those other players. And it's opened up some opportunities for high stakes. And if they can channel that without overcommitting a little too much, making sure that their boost totals are good, I think that they can take this. With its big bump there, it's going to be awkward on the defense here, but a pop-up for Nitrate will leave him only able to touch it wide and buy some time for Cosmos. Not quite the pop Barry was looking for. Not quite the pop Shintox was looking for. And we will find ourselves still on the offense here for Cosmos. Let's see here. Ooh, we're about halfway through this game now. How's this game feeling compared to the last ones? Do you think that they've adapted well?
This one, they are punching each other in the face repeatedly and seeing who falls over first. It's just been shot after shot, just peppering both teams' net. It looks like Nitro's
Oh, what a save from Brown Bread.
clutch save after clutch save.
Brown Bread's going for it all. He's got the flick through there. There's 2 up from high stakes. Y'all gotta be careful with that one. I wonder if it's going to be a match of, I bet you're going to get tired of beating my ass before I get tired of getting my ass beat. Ooh, that's a mistouch there from Barry. And Shintox is, again, there to capitalize for that high stakes offense. See, look at this aggression. He checks 4 goals. Like that. Like, hey, if you mistouch this, you give me the goal.
Man, these reverse sweep points finna hit.
Oh, boy. Yeah, exactly. Is high stakes trying to farm those reverse sweep points?
What does Paco have cooking up out there, bro?
Bro, these are crazy strats. Oh my goodness, bar down. It's awkward.
Whoa.
Nitrate able to put that one away. And good patience there from the high stakes. Now that they're up a goal, the pressure's off. They gotta make things happen here. They can't go crazy. But in the 1v1 Q full is there. Becky flicks that high and Barry pinches that. And now we're going for the counter. Shintox puts that one a little to the side. It won't be on target. They have to find some way through, but this is good news for high stakes. They are looking to manifest these reverse sweep points to go crazy, and they are making it happen.
Never in my days would I have imagined a
Oh my
situation
goodness.
like that happening. That's insane.
Nitrate's with the possession and a missed ball, and Shintox is out of boost, and Nitrate's able to equalize off of a few small mistakes. Just stacking up puts them back in this game. And with 46 seconds, you gotta stay locked in.
Don't even have a heart attack. Let's go, Stoats.
I want this to go to OT because that's such good content. Give it to me. Oh, Shintox is there looking for more, but a double commit on the defense keeps things safe. Pinches that one out, and it will be high stakes with that possession as they did pinch that one away. Barry's looking for more. Trying to keep that patience. Trying to keep things from panicking. Good speed there. Brown Bread's looking for more, but a shot on target, and Barry's there off the post. But Nitrate's there to keep things close for Cosmos. Taking them up, leaving high stakes with some questions. We just need to see some answers now out of them.
Alrighty. In the 19 seconds they have, can they bring this back? Can they clutch it up and take it to overtime?
I think that they can, but man, this is spooky. Ooh, that's a good possession keep there, but a little bit of fumbling on the ball afterwards. Shintox will have the possession through the corner. Pops it through. There's Brown Bread trying to find a teammate. There's Q-Full there, but a double commit bumps them both out of the way. And with 1 second left, he's got to make the play of his life. And Shintox, without much boost, pops this one up towards the backboard. If there's Nitrate's going to bang this one out. Q-Full keeping that ball alive. It's up through the corner. It bounces up. He's got a solo play here. Single jumps over the defender. Needs some help from a teammate, but Brown Bread gets the touchdown. And unfortunately, for the high stakes players, Cosmos will be taking this one in 5.
That game made me lose my mind. That was brilliant. That was beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Man, that could have gone either way.
That was really
100%.
close. Oh man, I just saw Cool Nerd hop into that channel.
yeah.
Just telling boys, you played well, because they did. Man, that was a
He's screaming at him.
absolute slugfest, back and forth.
Like I said, they were just punching each other in the face over and over and over again.
And who fell first? It turns out High Stakes couldn't keep up with the punches.
It happens.
But that's pretty much all we got for you this week. Let me go over the schedule and recap what we had here today. Let's come up with week 3. How do you like your eggs? S tier took on the Farmers Only S tier, and Farmers Only was able to take that 3-1. Was in that second game there for the eggs. They showed up and showed out after that, but this is that's what happened in that first series. To recap the second series, we had a 2v3 where Team XV had Dunyan and Felix trying to take on the Dark Souls level boss threat that was the Funky Monkeys full roster there. Unfortunately, we're not able to get the series or a game, but did prevent that perfect sweep. They got 2 goals there to make that happen.
That was the halftime entertainment.
That was the halftime entertainment. We're gonna get the full-time entertainment next time. I want that there. And then finally wrapping up our day today was the Cosmos versus High Stakes. We just watched that, a close game 5 where they almost reverse swept Cosmos. A very close last 30 seconds were super unfortunate for the High Stakes defense. They could not lock that down, but that will be another dub for the Cosmos team. Good job to everybody this week. Thanks for showing up, to the people who were able to make their matches, and you're all at gunpoint for those who aren't able to make your matches.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, I'm coming for you. You're gonna start losing points this week. We're not playing around anymore. But again, that's how it would have been going down. But anyways, that's pretty much all we got for you guys this week. Othos, is there anything you'd like to say before we kind of send things off?
And it was a great time. Appreciate you guys having me. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I certainly did.
Thank you so much for being here with me, sort of last minute-ish. And if you guys liked what you saw here today and you want to get involved, be sure to hop in discord.gg/grindhouse. You can go ahead and get started with that application process so we can get you in, and you might be able to get onto these streams eventually. But get started and get grinded now.
Beautiful people.
Exactly. We're always welcome to new people, as long as you're not, as you pass the vibe check. But we will see you again next Sunday. Gold Moon will be taking it over for me. Y'all have a great rest of your day.